Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach BJ here. Hope you guys are all having a good day, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. But I wanted to talk to you about the value and the importance of healing and forgiveness. And this is not just for other people that you need to forgive, but this is also for forgiveness toward yourself, for things that you may have done in the past where you caused someone pain or you hurt someone that you cared about. Or maybe something that you did that hurt yourself, to where you self-sabotage yourself and you haven't forgiven yourself for that pain that you felt. Forgiveness is truly what sets us free. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can do that and how it can really help you to become your best self and to feel free through healing and forgiveness. Thank you so much again for coming to watch this video, and I just want to share a few things. And the first thing I want to say to you is to really just know the importance of embracing what happened or acknowledging what happened, whatever it is. A lot of times we tend to run from it. We tend to run from whatever it was that hurt us or the pain that we may have caused someone else. And we tend to try and forget about it as if it never happened. But a lot of times that causes pain and guilt subconsciously, or it causes ill feelings toward ourselves or toward another person, and we harness that power in a negative way instead of acknowledging that it happened and that you were in that moment, to whatever moment it was. Instead of acknowledging that it happened and saying, you know what, I made a mistake, or this person hurt me and I would like to set myself free from this offense because it doesn't make me feel good. So I want to forgive myself for the pain I caused someone else, or I would like to forgive myself for causing myself pain, for sabotaging myself, or putting myself through, maybe it was an abusive relationship that you knew that wasn't good for you, that you kept going back to. Maybe someone kept mistreating you, or they were cheating on you or abusing you, but you kept going back to that relationship even though you knew you deserved better. And sometimes you have to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to go through something like that, because you can carry it over to the next relationship if you don't address it. Or sometimes you have to forgive someone else for pain that they caused you. Maybe they betrayed you, or they were disloyal to you, and you're still carrying that pain or that burden with you. And you hold this anger. But a lot of times when you do that, all you're doing is hurting yourself. The other person may have moved on with their life already and not even thinking about you or the offense that happened. Meanwhile, you're sitting here holding a grudge, and whenever you think about that person, you get angry, your heart starts racing, you get mad all over again because you think about the offense of what happened. And I heard it said that when you hold on to unforgiveness, it's like drinking a poison, expecting the other person to feel the effects. And that's so true. Forgiveness is what sets you free. It doesn't excuse the offense, but it sets you free so that you're not holding on to that anger and the toxic entities anymore, that toxic, the toxic traits. You don't hold on to it anymore. You let it go. You release it. And you do that with forgiveness, and that helps you with healing. So that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is to tell yourself that you love yourself. And it's not in a narcissistic way of saying, oh, I love me, like, look at me, I'm this and that. No, it's really from a pure place of genuinely saying you love you. You love yourself. You love who God created you to be. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you expect to love anyone else? Or how can you expect anyone else to love you if you don't love you? So you truly have to love and appreciate you. That's with all your flaws, all of your mistakes that you made, all of your quirks, everything about you that makes you you. You need to genuinely love yourself, appreciate who you are. And in this life that we live in, we're always striving to better ourselves. We're always striving to grow, or at least we should be, to become the best, highest version of ourselves. So look yourself in the mirror and really try it. Give it a try and just say, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm proud of you. And really mean that. Really tell yourself those things. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm proud of you. And when you say this, you'll feel this love come over you if you genuinely mean it from a pure place in your heart. And you'll see that you are special and you are beautiful no matter what has transpired in your life or what happened in the past, what mistakes you may have made, however someone betrayed you or mistreated you. You love yourself. And when you start to really love and appreciate who you are, you'll start to move differently. You won't accept certain things that you did in the past. You won't allow certain things to transpire in your life that you allowed to transpire before, because you have a respect for yourself and you have a love for yourself and you genuinely mean it. So love yourself and truly, truly appreciate who you are. And the third thing, and this will be the last point for the night, is to accept who you are and where you are right now and know where you're going. Accept who you are right now and know where you're headed to. You have to accept who you are. You can't try to be like somebody else because they have something else that you want or desire, or you envy where they're at. And you can't do that, because then when you do that, you're focused on somebody else's journey in life. And we all have our own journeys in life. You have God-given gifts that I don't have. Just like I have God-given gifts that you don't have. And this person might have gifts that you don't have, and you might have gifts that this person wants. So it's like nobody all has the same gifts. We all have different gifts about ourselves. You might be talented and you could sing. You might be good at writing. You might be good at acting, or you might be a great athlete. You know, you might be a good football player, basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever it is. You might have a gift in cooking. I don't know what your gift is. Only you do. But you have to be thankful for where you're at, accept where you're at, and know where you're going. You have to have this vision. We all have vision. It says in the Bible, a man without vision will perish. So where you're at right now, you should be content with it and be happy with where you're at. But also know that you do have a goal in mind of where you are headed to. You know where you're going. That where you're at is not where you're settling. If this is not where you want to be, then you obviously know you have a goal to accomplish and to achieve. And you can do it. You just have to stay the course and stay focused and do the daily activities. Maybe that's reading books. Maybe that's taking a course, or maybe that's signing up for a seminar or a personal development course, or some type of self-help course, or whatever it is. Or you might need to hire a mentor or a coach. But whatever it is, you are on the pathway to bettering yourself. And that's your focus. You want to become the highest, most just vibrational, just self possible. And that's how you live your best life. So healing is so important. And sometimes it's things that we have to heal from our past. You know, it could be from a rough childhood, or it could be from an abusive relationship, or a marriage, or a friendship that went sour, or a business deal that didn't go well, or maybe your parents mistreated you. I don't know. There's a number of things that could have happened. But the key is to forgive yourself and know that this is not something that you have to carry anymore. You can let it go. You can release it and love who you are. God loves you. No matter what, God loves you, and he sees you as his perfect creation. Anything that you've ever done, God forgives you, and he tosses it away into the sea of forgetfulness. It's us who holds on to the offense, and then we beat ourselves up when we feel guilty, and then we act guilty by doing things to distract ourselves from it. It could be drinking, it could be sex, it could be getting into relationships that we know aren't good for us. It could be associating with people who are negative and dramatic, because somewhere subconsciously you feel like that's what you deserve. So it's really about just healing, and sometimes that's taking time to yourself, and taking time to yourself with God, with source energy, and talking to God and knowing that you are a divine being and you are a spirit having a human experience. And that doesn't mean you're going to do everything perfect. As a matter of fact, God doesn't even expect perfection from you. What he expects is for you to love yourself and to love others. And when you do that, that shows that you love him. And you can only love others if you truly love and respect yourself. And when you love and respect yourself, you'll behave differently, you'll act differently, you'll treat others differently, you'll treat people with more respect. You'll have a higher standard for yourself. And this is something that you learn to do when you start to heal and you truly love yourself. And sometimes it might take shadow work. This is something that I learned about. Shadow work really helped me to release things that I didn't know that I was dealing with. And this was just recently, where I didn't know that there were certain things subconsciously that I was still carrying that caused me to feel a certain way about myself in a negative way. And it's crazy because you might feel, oh, well, everything's fine. You know, I feel good, yada, yada, yada. But then something triggers you and you don't know where it comes from. It's because it's something that's subconsciously still there, maybe from your childhood or a past relationship that traumatized you. It's a number of things. But I made a video on shadow work as well about why that might be something that you might want to look into. But shadow work has definitely, it's very freeing. It's very liberating. It can be heavy, but it's so good for you. You just release so much just weight, you know, off your shoulders and pain, and you literally feel free from the things that held you down. So that could be something else you want to look into. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys for being subscribed or watching this video on my channel. If this resonated with you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and then hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I do upload new content to the channel. As usual, I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next post. Peace.